Hello, my name is Jessica Mushosikil, Mama Africa, like most people call me now. I'm a leader of a foundation called Perle Noire, Black Pearls, which is in Congo Democratic, especially in town Bukavu, in East Africa, where I come from. Everybody knows what happened to Congo those 20 years ago, the war and the rape and sickness and you name it. But for not long time ago, we made the story behind Perle Noire, what Perle Noire means. It's been a long journey. Since 2000, we've been struggling to save some Congolese kids. My dream was to save girls, because everybody knows that in Congo, girls are most really the one who are not getting a chance to go to school. And if you can get a chance to see the part 1, we decide to make part 2 today to show you what is going on, how far we came since last time I spoke to you. It's been a good journey in good and bad time. After me finishing making a part 1, I lost my partner, which was my big brother, Inonsa Mushosi, who was the guy who taught me how to help, the guy who supported me after our parents left us. And after my brother died, I felt like I could not continue with Perle Noire. My whole world collapsed. It's like I'm still the oldest in my family, and I'm lucky. I still have my 4 sisters and the youngest brother, and luckily I have my 3 boys, which are growing every day. I thank God, but I can't forget the 120 kids I have in Congo, because we decided I could not continue saving everybody. How did I survive for not giving up Perle Noire after I lost the guy who I was sending money to help the kid, who was giving me the courage to continue? Is too much happened. In 2011, I got beaten because I'm black. I was the wrong place, so everything was like going down. But the voices in my head, it's like I could hear the kids still crying for help, because I show up myself in Congo like I'm gonna try to help those I can. And one day I was coming from job. As you guys know, I'm an artist, I sing. I can't live without music. When I'm scared, when I'm happy, when I'm very, very happy, I sing. Even if I can't sing loud, if you look at me, you can see I'm singing, because music being my savior, music being the consolation I could get after I lost everybody who was supporting me to help those Perle Noire in Congo. And then in the middle, it was not in the middle, it was like in afternoon. I was coming from work, at the place I live, we have it's like a wood, and I was singing, and it was this old man, not really old man, behind me. He looked at me and smiled, and I was like, Norwegian, strange people, this one can't beat me, he's too old. But he stops me, he said, hey, can I talk to you? I'm your neighbor, I live close to you, and every time I know when you come home. Every time around this time, I hear a girl singing. What do you sing about? And then I just feel like it was like, he looked like my father who left me with the white hair. He said hello, his name was Jorgen Swane. He said hello to me and asked me why I sing all the time. And I say it's a very strange question to ask an African woman why she sing. I told him I was honest with him. I said, I sing when I'm scared, because when I go home now, after what happened to me in 2011, this guy was really touched and he wanted to know more. And then I said, oh, my name is Jessica and I just live close to you. Then he started to tell me he was in Botswana. When his wife was alive, they used to go to Botswana to visit some kids and help kids. Then suddenly I start to tell him about Perle Noire, and this guy was really like, you can see, it's like he got a new kid. He started, I want to know more. Where are you? Congo or no Congo? We have this problem about French and Moulin, but Congo has many interesting stories. I want to know. I want to know more about those kids. At that time, I was alone. I could not do more to save the kid. But I gave him my number and I said we can talk more about it, because now I'm kind of scared of men and I don't know who to trust anymore. I lost everybody and I said, okay, should I maybe I run to God, but I can't find him, but I hope he hear me and send me good people. It's always been a very, very special guy who always supports me when I'm down, who believe in Perle Noire. His name is Kunutu Lavomos. This guy, I was working for him in a newspaper. He was my redactor, and I was writing debate and articles in Aftenposten, where I was writing about the society, and at the same time I write about the music. Same time I write about how being small and do music and nobody sees you, you don't get a place to express yourself. But this guy gave me a chance to express myself. Then he really loved that band for kids in Africa. So the thing was like, that time I have 40 kids and it's nothing I could do to save them, but I used to send Kunutu love message. I don't know what to do. I wish I could tell the whole world that I need help to save kids. And he asked me, but who is saving you? You've been through much. You've been beaten, you lost your job, all those things, but who's saving? And I told him, you like me is enough. And I used to go to get help from doctors and everybody, but he told me the best medicine I think you found is to love back. Even if people hurt you, but you still have this place to share love, and I found it very special for you. So I told him about some Norwegian ladies I never met. Every Christmas, it's a one woman, I don't know the name. She used to bake a Christmas cake, they call kranskake. And then she will sell those cakes. And somehow she'll put money in my account and say, this is a Christmas gift to the kids back in Congo. Since I was young, my parents used to give money to SOS. And I don't understand what the problems in Congo don't finish. It's like they're growing all the time. And then I told Knutula, I wish I could tell this woman how much she really touched my heart. I don't know her. And he told me, but you can just write in a newspaper, maybe write a story about it. Somehow, I got contact with a very big reporter from Aftenposten, which wanted to do the interview about me, what I'm up to, why I can't just sit down and take care of myself and my kid and those few sisters and one brother I have, why I still care about Congo, because now you live in they call the richest country in the world where everything we're doing fine, but it's not true. You still want to go and do something back home. Then I was really interesting. I said, yeah, I would love to get a chance to talk to my Norwegian people who used to read my articles. Then she did an interview and she called it, she asked me one question, Jessica Kill, why do you care? I think that was the first time maybe I was serious and clever, and this answer came from my heart. It was like, I think helping is not something you just wake up and do. It's an art. It's just to know how to help. For me, helping, I don't need this big thing to share. I can share the little I have with the love I have with my heart and with what my parents teach me. People kids in Congo, they are just happy for if you give them a little, just maybe a glass of water. They will thank you with those big eyes, big smile, and that will keep me alive, because where we have all of things. We have water, we have money, we have everything, like they say, the best country in the world. But I still see people who are not happy, and I still meet people who want to help. Then I told her, I just have the art to help. Not only I have the music art or the dance art, but I think I have the art to help. And she asked me, how? And I told her, last year, one of the girls, there was 2 girls, the mother went to look for living, and she drowned in a boat. And there was 2 small girls without father, and people start to use them as small slaves. Like if they need to go and bring water, they will send those 2 girls carrying things just to get something to eat and some place to sleep. And those girls I knew before my brother died. He presented them to me. He said, look at those 2 small girls. They look like you. They always smile, even if you give them banana, you just touch them and say, you'll be okay tomorrow. And they always hold each other. If it gets dark, and they will sleep anywhere. That story really touched me. But the year before, one of them fell and broke their arm. And when you don't have food, you don't have a place to sleep. You live in a country with a war in Congo, the country full of rape, full of no control. Like in news, they say the country where people forgot to talk about what is happening to kids in the streets, what is happening to, even if boys get raped, and who are those people who are raping, and why nobody is stopping them, why the world is not talking about it. But for me, it was not like, how can I stop them, because I live in Norway, I'm Norwegian now. You become a society, even if my roots are Congolese, which I will die with, but I live in Norway. I love my little country, and that's where I work, and that's where my kids live. I feel like I'm lucky to be where I am, not those 2 girls. Then I contacted a guy which my brother presented me before he died, we grew up together. His name is Selela Ramazani. I contacted him and said, how can we help this girl? He told me that if we don't bring him in 1 week, they have to cut away the arms. She's only 7. And then my question was heavy for them. If they have an opportunity to cut the hand, why that opportunity can't be used to fix the hand? That was a problem. I didn't have money. I didn't have a job. My kids live with the daddy. After I was beaten, I feel weak. I could not do more, and I let them go and live with daddy because they're the best daddy in the world. And I remember that I have a Chanel bag I got from an ex. And that bag was just there. I don't go parties, I don't go out anymore. So I took that bag and sold it so cheap. And then I collect some shoes, everything I have which look expensive. And I put together and I sold them so I can send that little girl to the hospital. And I was happy because they treated her, and she she got well. So that was my art, to sell. I sell things in my house which maybe could make me look fancy, more beautiful, to get money to save the little girl so she can go back to school. So I was telling this lady from Aftenposten all of those things. Then she wrote this big reportage about me. The first one, maybe I saw a black woman in the second page in a big magazine in Norway, where she's crying for help, to help children, 120 children. I lost control. After 1 week, when this magazine came out, I was very happy. I never see myself smile like that. I feel like it was a therapy to tell the world, or maybe to tell Norway, or tell those who want to read how I was doing, how it's like you can help, you can save life by just a little bit from your heart. You share it with somebody who doesn't have nothing, you just change the world. Then I put my staff together, which was like I was the leader, and I have this neighbor, Jørgen Swane, who became the next leader, and then I have two friends, Mirella and Gina, which used to do the birthday to give me the money they get, so we save Congo. Mirella, she's a teacher and in the kindergarten. We used to do on humanitarian work in the kindergarten, where I go and sing and dance and make fun and teach the kids to sing. Then they will sell the small painting and they collect money to send to Congo. And we made a thing called like a Kids Help Kids through art. Like when the kid paints something, she can sell it to her parents on summer time, and that money the kid knows that she has a friend in Congo where she help. So we've been doing a lot of, sometimes I get small gigs, not so many anymore, because they don't give me, there's only Mela Festival who give me jobs sometime after many years. Some birthday, I do my music for love. Is not producing much anymore to save the kid in Congo. So Kavli Fone came in for 2 years. They help us with 120 kids for school money and furniture. I got a chance to travel back home to bring the gifts to Congo and to make sure that the organization is where it's supposed to be. No, like everybody think every Congolese does the corruption. No, but some people down there, they still have a big heart. So that's, I got a chance to go back home to Congo to ask to see how the situation was. And then I found a very, very painful situation. It was a prostitution, teenage, small girls going selling themselves in the night for $1 to sleep with a man for $1, and sometimes they don't pay them. They say because they didn't taste good, or they will show them the condom, but somehow that little girl will be pregnant. She know that guy used condom, but she'll be pregnant, and then she can't take it out because of no money to do it, and so too much complication. Then I wanted to do something. I started a project into that Kavli Fund Help, a project to save teenage girls from prostitution. What we did, we made a package like with 3,000 krona. It's kind of $3,050, something like that. You can save a teenage girl from selling herself. Then you provide her from having a child, she doesn't know who is the father, sickness, and giving her a chance to come back to the society, because none of those girls selling themselves in a discotheque want to be there. It's just a life. We had some girls who go and sell themselves in holidays, they will tell you that because we are looking for money to go back to school. That was really painful. So what we do, 3,000 kroner, I went out a place, I found a teacher, and we buy machines. Then she will come like a 7 months, sign a paper like, I will give you 7 months for my life for not selling myself, and I will learn whatever it takes so I can be normal again. So with those 2 years, I managed every time we took like 25 girls. That means 25 machines after 7 months. They will learn how to make clothes, and then we give them the machines, and they will go and start life again. Some of them are married today. Some of them became like those strong, small girls who can manage themselves. After 2 years, Kavli found the situation was very successful. Then they surprise us again and say, we want to help you to build up again, so someone else who maybe we might see you can continue this wonderful job. So we got support for 2 years more, and then that means Perle Noire was really born again, strong. And even if we got one boy who finished the 12 years, he started the university. Now he has to go in the second grade, which costs $800 per year. One child costs us almost like $40 per trimester to go to school in Congo. Congo is a country where a school you have to pay for everything, even if hospital. The system is not really working. We're really behind. And as a Norwegian citizen, they say this development, bærekraftsutvikling, I think is my duty to use the small knowledge I have and the small help I have to support others who can't do it to come up. So that's why I use my music and my writing to see if we can save more. So Perle Noire, we fill up all conditions. We have 5 personnel. They're all coming. They are volunteers. And in Congo, I have 5 too. They are volunteers too. In 4 years, I saved 100 girls from selling themselves, and today they are moms, they are girls, they are sisters. The last group which just finished was very painful. Excuse me, I'm not so strong because when I talk about this, I can see them sitting with me, telling me what's happened to them. It was a little girl. She was 15. They found her somewhere behind a bar because the owner of the bar was using her as a cleaning girl. But the problem is some bad men, powerful men, they love small children. So there was somehow that little girl, 15, was selling herself, and the worst thing is they never give her anything. She said that men tell her that she doesn't taste good. When I grew up in the Mobutu regime, we were very poor. We have food on table, but prostitution was not really a word we used to. Being a prostitute was kind of luxury for big girls. Small girls was home at school and parents struggling to give us education. But now it's like you can hear small girls saying, I'm selling myself to see if I can save my family. I think children should not sell themselves, or being slave for other, or being poor is not like you have to. Anyway, the world is just like that. I still believe in this world because I don't know about another world. This is my world. This is what my parents left me. They told me there was a beautiful place. And I still believe in it. And still believe it's beautiful because sorry. But sometimes I don't understand how the world can be beautiful. Last year I visited Pygmy in Congo, Nyiragongo, where they can't, even if they don't have water, where people are raping small children, they're using them as a medicine, and the world is not reacting on that. And I ask myself, what did Congo done wrong to deserve children from Congo being used this way? There are many organizations in Congo, but why people should have Perle Noire is like, of course I would love to have diamonds too, but I don't know if I can keep them before I sell them to serve somebody else who maybe need more help than me. But those kids in Congo in the street, they don't have anybody who tell them it's gonna be okay. And I feel like it's a little bit of my responsibility and other people who care. There are many organizations, like I say, big and small. And people ask me, why should we help Perle Noire? Not UNICEF, not SOS, not all those big. I can tell you why me and my friend, we are kind of, the help we get, we bring it where and it work quickly. It's no administration, it's just volunteer job. Is not to pay, I think. Maybe one day, I don't know what to say, but for now my head is focused to who can help me more. And if it's somebody that can help me. I've been doing this since I was 15, and people ask me what. Some people laugh at me that I never built a house back home in Congo. I never had any gold chain, or my music don't grow. I'm not a big star. Of course I'm a star. You are a star. We all stars, but we shine differently. And they ask me why I've been living in Europe for 25 years soon, and I don't have a car, I don't have my own house. I don't believe in having big things which I will live, but I believe in sharing. It's small I have. If everybody can look around, and you don't have to open an organization. You can go to the hospital in Norway, anywhere. You find children with cancer. You can go anywhere. It's problem everywhere. People are lonely. So for me, Perle Noire is not becoming only helping children in Congo. They are kind of refugees coming. Sometimes they need to know where to go, what to do, so they don't go wrong. Because many people have been told that Europe was, under colony, Europe was paradise. And when we come here, we don't see that paradise. We see only struggling. But that life is about struggling. But if you get possibility and chance to show what you can, and be accepted, included in things, I need help to continue, because we are so professional now. We have this ensemble control is there. We are registered in Congo and here and everywhere. So every small help I get, small or big help I get, I always bring it. And when I bring it, believe me, it gives joy. Because when I'm gonna, let's say I want to save 40 girls from selling themselves, I'm anti-prostitution for those who didn't choose the prostitution. When you are 15, you don't have choice. I have to buy machines. The guys have to make the legs and the table for machines. So I'm giving, even if the job to the men who are sitting making the table for the machine, the teacher who's gonna teach them, those volunteers who found themselves again that you don't need so much to help. You can help those children with their homework. And they sing and they dance, and that's where Perle Noire is today. I'm not alone anymore because I know I have you. If please visit us on our website and help us. This is our VIPs. We take from one corner to 20 billion, and the day I'll get maybe not 2 billion, maybe 1 million, I'll build a small home for them, because many of those children, they live with them, maybe grandmother, maybe an aunt, maybe somebody, because they know that they have somebody in Europe who help them. But I would love to have my own Perle Noire home, big house. I have mountains my parents left me, but we can go there because of rebel in our hometown. People are scared to build in a village, which I found more beautiful. But if I get rich one day, or if I get a big help, my biggest dream is to build a home and find maybe 20 old grandmother who nobody wants. There are many of them in the street, and make them mummies. And those children and other children can come and sleep in the night and maybe learn. What was so interesting is when those girls was doing the courses for sewing clothes, there were so many people who come in a day around the windows just to sit and see what they're doing. I get a lot of letters where girls who finish maybe school are asking if they have to go in a discotheque, sell themselves, so they can get help from me. So Perle Noire is doing a good job. We are very small. We would love to be big in quality, not a quantity. If I can manage to save 120 kids, school, give them a future, that would be a beautiful story to live. My children, I have my 3 sons, they don't ask me anymore, Mama, we never go to holiday. I found it difficult to pay 20,000 krona just to go to holiday, when I think if I had 20,000 krona, I'll pay school for maybe 5 months for the kids. But we are really looking for help. Please help us to continue this wonderful job.